This conference will now be recorded.
So if you go for any industry, there will be multiple stages are there for in order to develop one project or product. So there will be multiple stages. If it is a project, it has to go for the development phase. So see here, the first stage will be development. Next stage will be testing, and the next stage will be deployment and maintenance. Deployment and maintenance. Yes. Development nothing but, for example, if you want, for example, I'm the customer, you are the software company. So you guys from a software company, I approached you guys. So hey, I want one application, so can you give it to me? If I ask like that, so you'll ask some basic questions. Hey, Rohit, what type of application you want? So what is your application uh, main aim? So what are all the pages contains? So what is the business objective? Okay, what is your main intention? So those and all, you guys will ask to me. If I reply my with my requirements or my things, so then you will easily develop one application. And once the application got developed, once the application got developed, so this developed application got will went to some testing phase. So this developed application will went to testing phase. In the testing, there will be a three types of testing, not only single testing. So there will be a three types of testing. So what are all those means? Two types only, functional and non-functional. Under the functional, there will be two types. Okay, here, so will be functional, and the second one will be non-functional. Functional, and the second one will be non-functional. Okay, yeah, this functional and non-functional. So under the functional, I'll again I'm dividing that functional into two parts: manual and automation. Manual and the automation. See, under that, so what type of testing we are performing? The automation testing. Under the non-functional testing, so there will be security testing. Only one testing is important, that is our performance. That is our performance. Okay. This is our performance. So guys, these many testings are available guys in the market. See, basically testing we will perform, there will be two types of testing. So functional testing and non-functional testing. So if functional testing, what there will be again functional testing. There will be two types: manual testing and automation testing. So what is meant by manual? So manual means nothing. Manual intervention. So you can think what is meant by manual? Manual intervention. So manually we needs to do those things. Those things we will call it now manual. Manual like that. Manually nothing, but uh, man has to do that activity. Man has to perform such an activity. So if it is if the testing, for example, I have an application. If I'm having any application, so as of now, I want to go for the Amazon.com. So I went to this Amazon website, guys. Under this Amazon website, I want to sign in. So here I want to check whether these guys is asking only email ID or mobile number. So if I will provide the same email ID and mobile number, whether it will allow me to log in or not, I'll check it out. Okay. If it is not allowing me to sign in, there will be an issue. Means I'm manually launching this application. See here, I'm manually launching this Amazon website or whatever the website is there, whatever the application is there. I'm launching that application, so I'm checking it manually. So whether I can able to proceed or not with the given requirement conditions. So let us consider. I'm giving small example here. The prerequisite the client mentioned means I mentioned to you guys, hey, my login should be either first condition would be, so it has to log in whether you provide valid email or mobile number, valid email or mobile number. I provide this condition, valid email or mobile number. So this is the condition. So here, if I'm not providing the email and mobile number, I'm providing the different number. See here I'm providing this number. So if I click on continue, it is allowing me to log in. There will be a bug, means there will be an issue. So in manual testing perspective, we will call the type of issues as a bug. Okay. See here, see, there was a problem. We cannot find an account with the email registered. Means so we provided wrong data. That's why it is showing with the register something whatever it may be. It's not allowing me to log in. That's enough. Means there is a no bug. So next I'm providing a valid mobile number. See, I'm providing a valid mobile number. See, it is allowing me to log in, guys. See, it's allowing me to log in. So next it went to the password page. So password, they provide some certain case studies the same like that. Okay, same thing. Without password also I'm trying. So they mentioned you have to provide the password at least whatever it may be. You have to provide like that. They given nothing conditions are there. You have to provide the password. You have to provide the password whatever it may be. So what I'm testing now, so if you provide, so it will automatically log in. So this thing we all know. So right now what I'm doing now, so without providing a password I'm clicking the login. So whether it can able to allowing me to log in or not. So it is not allowing me to log in. So so it is means application is there is no issue. So these type of manual interventions and manual kind of thing I'm performing from my end, guys. Okay, this type of testing. So this type of testings we will call it as a manual testing. Okay, manual intervention is required. That type of testing we will call it as a manual testing, guys. Okay, guys, clear now what is meant by manual testing? So manual testing, guys, will perform this type of activity, guys. Okay. So this type of activity performed by the manual testers. Manually, they will go through and they'll test whether it's working properly or not. So in the manual way. So the next way is automation testing. So this automation testing. So what the automation testing will do now? So automation guys will write one Selenium script or functional Java script or something script they will write, or they will execute with those many number of for example, here we think, so it can we are thinking our manual efforts, and we are putting our manual efforts into test cases here. So we are putting our manual efforts into test cases, those we are trying. So same thing, you are writing some conditions. So login, so this and this, if it is there, so it should log in, or else it may not allow to log in. Like that, some conditions we are writing in the scripting guys, that automation script we will write through using a Selenium or Qtp, or some other tools are there for the automation testing, or some other whatever it may be tools are there. So in the market, Selenium is the good tool. I think so many people are using the Selenium. Okay, Selenium and Qtp, UFT, both are same. Okay, those guys will use this automation testing to find out the functional defects. So what all the functionality is the issues, so those things they can find out guys. So if anybody will find out the issue, that issue will call it as a manual guys will find the issue, that issue will call it as a bug. So the automation guy will found the issue, that thing we will call it as a defect. Then performance guys will found any issue regarding to performance, that type of issues we will call it as a bottleneck. Okay, no problem. I will explain next. I will go to the performance guys. You guys are aware about this manual and automation, clear guys? What the manual guy will do, what the automation guy will do.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you sir. Thanks for confirming. Next I'll go for the performance. Okay, I'll give the performance. So performance nothing but general terms, sir. General terms, what is meant by performance? So for example, if you want to buy a mobile phone, so what are the key performance technologies you will keep in mind to buy the mobile phone, sir? So first thing would be so RAM means how fast my mobile is working. If I click any application, it has to respond within the time. Means if I have my mobile phone, under the mobile phone, if I click my phone button, means dial button. So if I click on dial button, it has to respond within few seconds, means within the pass only I needs to get. So that thing I'm expecting, that is one performance. Next, if I'm using any application, if I'm using games, it has to be fast. So it should not degrade its performance. So if it is working fast, I'll take it out. Then I'll check the music and all. So how music is good, so it is delivering the good music, so it is good performance about the music is good, so audio is good, so call quality is good. So those are all the performance terms for the mobile phone guys. So in the mobile phone, what are all the performance? So mobile phone, audio quality, next build quality, body hardware build quality, and the third one is uh, RAM specifications, how fast it is. Next, display. So these are all the performance terminologies for mobile phone guys. In order to purchase a mobile phone, these are all the performance terms. So these are all we need to keep in mind before buying the mobile phone guys. Okay, and the next thing, same thing, if you want to do the performance, means if you want to do the performance for an application. Okay, these are all the terminologies applicable for mobile phone, guys. In order to buy a mobile phone, these are all the terminology will be applicable. So if you want to buy a mobile phone, so sorry, these terms will be applicable for mobile phone. If you want to buy the mobile phone, those are the key performance terms you will see while buying the mobile phone, guys. The same thing, if you want to uh, develop an application, that application performance will be some factors is there. So those factors I will explain, guys. So some performance factors for application. So application performance factors for the application. What are all the factors? First thing will be speed. Next thing will be scalability. Third thing will be stability. Okay. Yeah. Speed, scalability, stability. These three are the key performance terms for uh, our performance testing, guys. Performance testing. So I will explain what is meant by a speed, what is meant by a scalability, what is meant by a stability. So if you are all understood about these three concepts, how we will implement in our performance strategy, okay, how we should implement, how we should get the requirements. So those things I will explain, guys. So as of now I will explain what is meant by speed. Term speed. In any terminology, so see here, this is the system. This is the client system. This one will be the server. This one will be the server machine. Nothing but server machine. So next what I'm doing now. So here we are sitting in home and we are hitting any URL from the home button. So this is from home. We are accessing this application from our home or anywhere. So we are accessing the application through the system which is in our home. So that request has to travel to the server. That request has to travel to the server. Okay. From the server, it will fetch the information whatever we requested. Those information it will fetch and it will gives reply back to the system. Same client machine means from the server. For example, I requested some Amazon.in. So that if I click the Amazon.in in this system, that request will goes to the server. From the server, it will validate the requested information whether it will be available or not. If it is available, means that information has been it will send back to the same system, guys. In the same system, it will send back. From the system, we will see what are the information we got it. So this much journey is there. What if you are clicking, you are not getting very. I think you needs to, for example, see here. If anything is there, if I'm clicking on Flipkart, so if I hit an enter, so this this request went to the Google server, then it is giving the results like that. So if I'm clicking Flipkart, this request will go to the Flipkart site, means Flipkart server, and it will asking this login credentials and all. Okay, whatever we are hitting, those requests will go to the respective servers. From that servers, it has to respond. That response has been again going back again coming back to our client machine. Client machine nothing but our machine. So in our machine we will check it out. So this type of round request we will call it as a response time. So how fast we are getting the response is called a speed. For example, see here, I want to check men's fashions. Under t-shirts I want to check. See, if I click on t-shirt, how fast my application is responding. See, this much fast my application got responded. So this time we will call it as a speed, guys. This thing we will call it as a speed. How speed we got the response. Okay, the thing will call it as a speed. And the next one, guys, clear now what is meant by speed, how fast we are getting the response and all. So fast nothing but this is the entire journey. So it has to go from the server to it needs hit back to the client system. So wherever from where we requested, so the request has to come back again. Okay, the round trip of a request is called response time. That's that nothing but it's a speed. Okay, the response time is less, that we will consider it as a speed. It is in it's got responding very speed, like that we will conclude. Okay, guys, clear now speed, what is meant by speed? So next thing will be scalability. What is meant by scalability? So scalability nothing but we needs to we at the time we are the software guys, huh? So we are maintaining the servers, everything. So that time I'll give small example. Mm, for example, I'm starting a small business, very small business I'm starting. So I started in my locality. So here we have only 50 people are there in my village. Strength is 50 people only. At that 50 people, so I'm selling my goods across this 50 people only. So next, my business is very good. So all the 50 people are into a queue. So all the time they're standing in a queue, and this is time consuming. So that's why what I thought now, so I want to develop one application. So that application also developed. So only 50 users are there, my application is working fine. So daily I'm getting from each and every house I'm getting 3 to 5 orders, means 5 into 3 150 orders I'm getting and delivering. My application also working without a delay. Then these guys has been propagated mouth of talk to these guys relatives. So in different places, then my application users has been increased to 200 users, 200 to 33. So all the guys is placing 3 orders, means 600 orders. That time my application may not work. So that time it becomes slow. That time, based on the future usage, we needs to expect what is the hardware, this hardware server machine configuration we need to increase, or we needs to decrease. We needs to, if we are increasing the server hardware statistics, that thing we will call it as a scale up. We are scale up in the system. So sometimes we will scale down the system as well based on the reducing number of users. Nowadays, see Uber and Zomato. So due to this coronavirus, so they ram down the employees, they ram down the business as well. Okay, that is nothing but a scale down. They are scaled down their services, means they are decreasing their server capacity. Okay, we are calling it as a, from server perspective we will call it as a scale down. So they are ram down nothing but they are decreasing the services. Those things we will call it as a ram down. So ram down and scale down will be two different, guys, though both are not same. Okay, guys, this scalability is you guys clear now? Scalability.
Can you tell it like a little more in a one sentence? Like, so it's basically server manipulation.
Yeah, server manipulation only. So based on the future usage, we need to increase or we need to decrease the server hardware configuration. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Scaling up or scaling down is the requirement. Okay, that's it. So next, stability. What is meant by stability? This stability. What is meant by stability? Nothing but Stability nothing is stable. For example, if I'm using one application, so at a time, for example, I'll go and show you. So this is the Flipkart application. Is the Flipkart? Yeah, Flipkart application. Not only Flipkart application. I'll show you. If you go for the guys, I think all are engineering candidates, now. If any, not only engineering, whatever the candidates are there. So if you are 10th class or 10th standard or 11th standard, so they'll release the results into portal. So at the time, if one guy will access the result portal, we will get very quick results. So at a time, all the people has been hitted to the server. What it will happen, server will throw an error, temporarily not available, so service is not available. Like that, we are getting some errors. So those things nothing but application is not stable. So if it is beyond this many number of users, our server is not responding for those many requests. Like that, we are saying guys that the application is not stable, okay, due to high number of users. So same thing, for our application also, we need to identify the stability. So for how many number of users my application will be respond. So beyond this many number of users, what may happen? So it may happen delay response, or it may become crash. Those things we need to identify. So that thing we will call it as a stability, guys. So application will be stable or not for the longer durations. Those things. Okay, that's it. That stability we are finding it out in the stability perspective, guys. Okay, guys, these three key performance technologies, you guys understood or not? So if you guys understood means, I'll go for the next demo. So what we will do in the load runner, I will show you guys.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you, thanks for confirming. I'll moving it to the next stage. Yeah, I'm going to the load runner. Yeah, so we have an application. So this is my application. Yeah, this is my application, guys. So main objective of this application is to book the tickets through online, guys. So I'm using username and password. I'm logging in. So I'm going to see it, it is allowing me to log in. Next, I'm clicking on flights. I want to go from Denver to Seattle, Seattle city. That's why I selected Denver to Seattle. Then I'm continue. Here 4 flights are available for Denver to Seattle on 15th of this month. Under that, I'm selecting the last flight, so at 11 p.m. So I'm clicking on continue. Here I'm providing the street address. So here I'm providing zip details, everything. So here I'm providing the card details. Here I'm providing the expiry date and all. Next, I'm clicking on continue. So see here, my ticket has been booked. So this application main intention is to book the tickets, book the flights tickets through online, guys. So this website is working properly or not. So this many number of users, how fast this application will work. So beyond this many number of users, why the response time of this application. So where the application will be breakdown. So how many number of users my system will accept. Those things we need to find it out, guys. That's why I recorded same script I automated here. So same script only. I'll run with those many number of users and I'll tell you guys. So for how many number of users my application will be stable. Beyond that, how many number of users it will be crashed. So what are the response times? So what are the response times? So how fast it is responding, each and every transaction taking how much time. Okay, those things I will explain. Sorry guys. Okay. Guys, don't feel this is this much lengthy, this much code and all. Okay, these are all I will explain, guys. Not an issue. So we are not writing anything. This much code we are not writing. So automatically tool itself will generate this much code. Okay, no worries. No need to bother about this much lengthy about the code. It's the launch. So I'm compiling this thing. That's it. Tools. Integrations. Data controls. With how many number of users we want to test the application, those many number of users we will provide it here. So as of now I want to test with 10 users, that's why I provided 10 here. Yeah, so I pushed my script into this controller machine. So here I want to how many number of users I want, those many number of users I'm assigning here. So for how much duration I want to run. See here I'm running the script for 5 minutes. So I want to, so how many number of users I can increase suddenly, how many number of users I will reduce suddenly. Those things I designed here, guys. Okay, as of now not a problem, don't worry. Reducing every 2 users, 5 seconds. Apply. Next. 5 minutes. Fine. Okay. That's this thing. Okay. That's what I'm doing now. I'm going to here. I'm kicking off the test. Start the scenario. We'll see, guys. See here. With the number of users, it's went to errors. Why all are errors? Errors. Why I'm getting errors? Inception parameters. Okay, sorry. Stop. So what we call it sequential generation. It's but detail is refreshing the script. I just updated this thing. Refresh the script. That's it. Going here, reset. Then I'm clicking on the test. Okay, we'll see. First, so yeah, see here. Still it is running with 4 number of users. See, right away it is running with 4 number of users. Right now it is running with 6 number of users. Guys, I want to check whether all the 6 users are running, all the 10 users are running or not. See here, up to 8 users are running, 2 users are sleeping. Means down status. Right now, 10 users are running. So I want to check whether those guys are actually running or not. So I want to check. I want to check the snapshot. So for example, I want to run the. I want to see the second user status. That's why I'm going to the second user. I'm showing show user means what are all the activities performed by the second user. We will see through this activity, guys. So what the actually second user is doing, whether he is sleeping, whether he is down status, or whether he is in pending status. So what are the activity he's performing, everything we can see here, guys. He just booked the ticket and he came back. He means he logged out from the system. Again he is logging into the system. See, then he logged into the system, he went to the application, then he went to the payments. So he's working as expected, guys. So as per the his application behavior, he is performing. So all the guys is performing. So second user is performing as expected. So if you want to see whatever the user, you can see, guys. If you want to see seventh user also, you can see, right click show user. Okay, you can see what are the activities performed by the seventh user. See, he's also booked the ticket. This is the log of page. Okay, will be signed. Next again, that thing, guys. Yes, if you want to check whatever the user tell me, guys, I will show you. Guys, tell me, guys, which user is if you want to check which user activity, we can show it from here as well. What the user is performing, what activity he is doing. So we can check directly. So what are activities performed by the user, whether he is in a down status or pending status, he is doing the activity or not. So we can easily track it, guys. Okay, okay, guys.
Yeah, sure.
See, yeah. If you want, see here how many number of users as of now my test is executing. See here, my test is executing with 10 number of users. See, we provided the ramp up, that ramp up also is there. So under the 30 second, under the 25 second. Yes. With how many number of users I'm executing, that number of users is displaying here, and the hits per second. So per second, how many number of hits are happening. So those things I will explain. Yes, this is some terminology I will explain. You may not understand. So this is the response times graph. So how much response time it is taking. So click on flights is taking how much. So see here, click on flights taking this much. Source and destination login is taking this much. This is the average, minimum. Okay, maximum response time. Okay, those response times we will see it here. Yeah, see here, these are all the response time graphs which will it is showing with the different color codings now there, where we can observe the response times, guys. So response time list, then transaction per second. So how many transactions are passing, how many transactions are failing. So these are all the past transactions response time. So it will take some time to respond. Yeah, see, this is the past transactions response times. Pass the transaction per second. See, if you click any one transaction, you'll see that related transactions list. Okay, whether it is launch related to launch or login, or click flights or source and destination, it will show different actions. Yes. Okay. As of now, we provided 5 minutes as the standard duration, and we provide ramp up and ramp down. So ramp up will be 2 seconds to user for 5 seconds or something. Then I think it will be finished by 6 minutes. It will run for 6 minutes. After 6 minutes, it will be finished. Okay. Once it is finished, we'll see the analysis also. So how the response times are there, how we can filter it out. Okay. Those things I will show you. Still 5 minutes to 16 here the duration. So how much time it is running when the scenario we start. So we started the scenario. See here guys, they are coming to graded exit, means graded exit nothing but our time has been finished, we needs to go, like that they are informing graded exit. Then exit means they are exiting from the script execution. Graded exit means they are in the final iteration, they came to the final iteration, that's why it is showing in the graded exit guys. It is showing the graded exit. Then they are coming to the exit state. Then those users has been stopped. See, 6 users has been stopped, 7 users has been stopped, then 7 only stopped, still 3 users are running. Now 8 users are stopped, next 9 stopped, 10 stopped, means my results also collated. Then once the test got completed, I'll go for the results. The results tab is there. From the results tab, I'll go for the analysis. From that analysis, we will analyze. So what are the test, these test results and all, where the time is consuming. So what is the transactions, what is the transaction response times, with how many number of users we executed. Okay, as of now, don't remember, just response times only, that's enough as of now. Once we enter to the journey, I will explain all the terms in detail. Yeah, yeah guys, so these are all the response time guys. See here, click on flights, login, sign up, then launch. These are the transactions are there, those related transaction response time. See here, this is the entire list. So this list we need to share it to the client guys, means that to the customer. Hey Rohit, you guys are the software guys now, I given my application to you now, so you guys will execute this test and you will get this response times, and you will tell, hey Rohit, so your application is behaving this like this. So for this many number of users, those are the response times. So it is launch is taking this much time, launch is taking 0.323 seconds, so 90% will be 0.4 seconds. So the login is taking this XXX seconds. So source and destination is taking this much time. So we executed with those many number of users, all are passed, there is no failures, there is no stop, means all are successfully ran. So your server can able to sustain for this many number of users. So go through this report, go to the report, and here there will be a new report. Under a new report, you can generate one report also. Here you can provide the report name, who is generating the report. So as of now, I'm providing Rohit is generating the report. Then surname, okay, job title, senior performance engineering, performance engineer, organization, um, my world technologies, whatever it may be. Okay, then I'm clicking on generate. It will generate one report. That report we need to share it to the our higher authorities. means the stakeholders. Before sending to the stakeholders, you need to clearly check that one once again before sharing it to the external persons, or peer review would be helpful. Means don't share it directly, give it to your friends or your colleague. They will check it out whether there are any issues or whether it is a good format or not format. Then check it out. Okay, see here the number of users graph. Okay, all are there. So this report we need to share it to the client, guys. That's it. This is the duty of us in a performance testing environment, guys. So this is the thing we are performing. Okay, that's it, guys. That's it for right now. Guys, having any doubt you may ask, or else we'll continue, guys. Guys, having any doubt, guys? So it is understandable or not? Having any doubts and issues?
Hey, Rohit, this is Suresh. Their demo was good. I liked it, but a few questions is that in my organization, we are not using the controller. We are using the